Okay, dear students, अब एक शुरू करते हैं नया लेसन. Small topic of alternating current. Alternating current 22, right? Called it's a theory derivation called series resonance circuit, ALCR circuit. Inductor, capacitor, resistance, RLC. You can write LCR, you can write RLC, no problem. You can write CLR. L can be here, R can be here, C can be here, R can be here. It doesn't matter, but they have to be in series. Now, we have discussed in the previous lessons the series LCR circuit connected to an alternating source of EMF. E is equal to E naught sine omega t. This E, the value of this E is changing with time, and this omega is equal to 2 pi nu. In India, this frequency, this nu, for our household electricity is 50 hertz. All right. Now, if you change nu, then this is also changing. So, in previous lessons, we had studied about these three elements: resistance, inductor, and capacitance. This was also opposing, and the nature of opposing depends solely on the nature of the material. Your R was equal to rho L over A. And also I had derived R was equal to, in current electricity, ml by n E square A tau, mass of electron, length of the conductor, number of electrons per unit volume, charge of electron, area of cross section of the conductor, relaxation time. So this thing depends on the nature of the material. And the inductor was also opposing to the growth of current and the decay of current. If the current was increasing, it was opposing. If the current was decreasing, it was also opposing. And whatever amount it was opposing, it was called its reactance, that is also resistance, and that I had derived as omega L. The symbol for that was XL, inductive reactance. Look, here there is omega, and this omega is also 2 pi nu L. And a capacitor was also opposing. And it was called capacitive reactance, and that was equal to Xc is equal to 1 by omega C. Since there is omega, so there is 2 nu C. So, that is what we will discuss. And what we are trying to find out, under what condition this circuit will allow maximum current to pass through. Under what condition, right? That condition we are going to find out. Under what condition it will allow maximum current, right? So, चलते हैं. Let a resistance R, an inductor of inductance L, and a capacitor C are connected in series. Look, they are series. They are in the same path, means the same current. Now, E is equal to E naught sine omega t is the alternating EMF, and that is applied. Due to this, there will be current in this circuit. Now, the question is, under what condition the current will be maximum? All right. Now look. Omega, as you know, angular frequency omega is 2 pi times the natural is the frequency. The unit of omega is radian per second, angle by time. And the unit of nu is equal to 1 by t, that is equal to 1 by second, and that is equal to second inverse. For India, when you say your household voltage is 220 volts, and you buy an electrical appliance, you will find it will be written, the frequency 50 hertz, it will be written there. So from this, this nu is equal to omega by 2 pi, the frequency of the source of EMF. This source of EMF has this frequency, its angular frequency divided by 2 pi. So R is the resistance offered by the resistor, this one. XL, which was equal to omega L, was a reactance. It is also a resistance offered by a inductor when connected with an AC. Because if you write this as 2 pi nu L, a DC source does not have nu. So for a DC source, this part is 0. This is 0, 0. And then XC, the resistance offered by the capacitor, was derived as 1 by omega C. It was called the reactance. It is a resistance offered by the capacitor. And this also 1 by 2 pi nu C. If the capacitor is connected across a DC source, for a DC source, nu is equal to 0. So this part becomes 0. So something by 0 is infinite. So the capacitor offers infinite resistance to a DC circuit. Means it does not allow DC current to pass through it. Okay, we are not going there. We are finding out under what condition this circuit will allow maximum current to pass through this. And we had also learned in previous lessons, when these three elements are together, the combined resistance, the total resistance, which was called impedance, the total resistance called impedance, symbol was Z, was derived like this in previous lessons. Z is equal to R square plus XL minus XC square, square root of that. Now I put the value of XL, omega L minus 1 by. Now look at this right hand side. Now this, your omega L is equal to 2 pi nu L, and your 1 by omega C is equal to 1 by 2 pi nu C. Look, nu here is multiplied in the denominator, nu here is in the numerator here, and here nu is in the denominator. This is a fraction. So as frequency of the source, the alternating EMF that we are applying to the RLC circuit, if the frequency of this source increases, what will happen? This part will increase, that is omega L will increase. This part will decrease. Nu is increasing, this is a fraction, so this will decrease because nu is in the denominator. So if nu increases, this decreases, that is, this decreases. So here, one term increases, one term decreases. Now, this does not depend on frequency, so we are not bothered about R. So that is what I said. As nu increases, omega L increases and 1 by omega C decreases. Means the resistance offered by the inductor increases, the resistance offered by the capacitor decreases. Now, suppose for a particular value of omega, let that particular value of omega is symbolically written as omega R, means resonant angular frequency, For such an omega, suppose this is equal to this. So what will happen if this is equal to this, then this minus this minus this will be 0. Square of 0 is 0. So this part is gone. We are only left with R square, and square root of R square is R. So Z will be minimum. So when omega L is equal to 1 by omega C, the total resistance called impedance, Z of the circuit, will be minimum. So if the resistance is minimum, so it will draw maximum current. So under this condition, when omega L is equal to 1 by omega C, the series RLC circuit draws maximum current. Right, so that is the condition that is we are going to find out. So for this, let XL is equal to XC. Now XL is equal to omega R, XL is equal to omega L. Now for this one, for this angular frequency, I will put for omega R L. XC is equal to 1 by omega C. For this angular frequency, So I write omega r here, so 1 by omega c. So we are going to find out how much is that particular angular frequency omega r for which z becomes minimum, that is equal to r, because this minus this becomes 0. So square root of r square is r, so z is minimum, so current is maximum. So by cross multiplying this, we get omega r square LC is equal to 1, so omega r is equal to 1 by LC square root of that, right? So under this angular frequency of the source, these two terms becomes equal, so the resistance offered by the circuit becomes minimum, so the current is maximum. Now again, what this will give? For here, since any omega is 2 pi nu, for this I can write 2 pi nu r resonant frequency. 2 is 2, pi is pi. So so we just discussed z is equal to minimum, that is equal to r, for omega L is equal to 1 by omega C for a particular omega called omega R. So what will be the current? So that the current is I naught. Now it is maximum because Z is minimum. So that I naught will be voltage by resistance. Any voltage by resistance is current. Now this is minimum. Therefore I is equal to maximum, and the maximum current is represented as I naught. So under this condition, your Z came out to be R. So for Z I put R, so is equal to E naught over R. Now omega R I just explained is equal to 1 by LC square root of that, and this is equal to 2 pi nu R resonant frequency. So 2 pi is multiplied here, comes to this side, is on the denominator. So for this frequency of the source, if you are changing the frequency of the source and it becomes this much, 1 by 2 pi, the value of L and the value of C that you have connected in the circuit, put the value of L, put the value of C, take the square root, multiply with 2 pi and 1 divided by that, whatever value that comes out. If the frequency of your source is that, source means source of EMF that you are applying, then the circuit draws maximum current. This frequency is called series resonant frequency. And such a circuit is used in radio and TV receiver sets to get better reception. So let me explain you in this graph here a little. Now look at the graph. To this side is current, to this side is your omega. This one is omega R. I have taken two values of resistance 10 ohm, resistance 100 ohm. Now look here, look at this part. Here, this graph has the maximum value here, I naught. So that corresponds to the angular frequency omega R. If you increase R, because we just found out I naught is equal to E naught over R. This is fixed. If you increase R, for example, from 10 to 100, if this is more, then the I naught will decrease for the same resonant frequency. So now this is this one. For R is equal to 100. For same omega R, the maximum current has decreased because you have increased R, because this is a fraction. The frequency remaining same. If you change R, then the maximum current I naught also changes. Here this I naught is for R is equal to 10. Here this I naught is for R is equal to 100 for the same angular frequency omega R. For the same angular frequency omega R.